off, but we got to ask is brought to you by Allstate.
Oh boy.
You do not have to answer.
Yeah, you can tell us to fuck off.
I'll be honest with you, kind of hard not to answer though. I kind of like skating on the edge, man.
There we go.
All right, here we go.
We'll talk about skating on the edge of the atmosphere. What was it like going to space?
Amazing, dude. Crazy thing is the whole thing was like 12 minutes. Boop, boop. Felt like hours.
What?
Really?
To be in the light and you're looking up at space, looking at the darkness up there, and then the rocket starts taking off. And it's not like Apollo 13 movie with Tom Hanks. You're like, it's kind of it's just gradual, like a gradual push. And you look at your little screen, because each seat has a little screen, tells you the altitude, the speed. You're like, oh, 40,000 feet. I've been in a plane. Then you're looking down, then you look back, it's like you're 200,000 feet and you're 2,000 miles per hour, something crazy. And you're going, oh my God, this is real. And the design of the ship is amazing. When it goes up, it's designed to twist. So you don't have to turn your head. Just look out your own window and you get to see the full 360. Because there's an emergency booster in the middle. So you got to keep your head back because something happens and that shoots you off. That shoots you off at 9 Gs. When you're going up, it's like 3.5. Yeah. Like your Top Gun or something. But the gradual push up is like 3.5 Gs, I want to say. Coming down, it's like 5 Gs. But when you get up there and they release the main rocket from the capsule and they go poof, and then you realize, oh my God, my arms are floating. And then the lights go off. You can undo your belt, put your belt up, and you push as hard as your two fingers, like holding a cell phone, like that kind of pressure. And then I'm doing flips, man. My big ass has never done a flip. I haven't done a flip since I was a kid. And I'm doing like flips. We had little mini football. You do like that, and it just goes. It does it. None of it. It's just in blowing in one space and doing like the cartoons where you flap it. Does nothing. You'll just sit in one spot. And then it's just amazing to float around. You're looking back at Earth, and it's like you're watching when you leave your Apple TV on tomorrow. And it was literally you. One of the best parts, which sounds kind of creepy, is that you have to come to terms with death.
Oh wow!
And by that I mean, before you take off, you become so relaxed and free. Yeah. That's where you put it. You just come free. If it's God's will, this is what it is. This is how I go. And believe me, though, I was happy to come back. But but everybody on the ground was crying. And except for my mom was like, your dad did worse. He was jumping out of planes all the time. He's a paratrooper. I'm like, well, damn, Mom, you know what? Come on. But everybody else was crying, but all of us on there were just so happy, man, so filled with joy.
That's amazing.
And it was one of the best things I've ever done in my life, without a doubt.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is incredible.
That's what I wanted to hear, baby.
And that was a long explanation, but I
loved every second of it, man. I'm so in.
I tell you, you would love it. They do an incredible job from start to finish. And I would highly recommend it. If you get the opportunity to do it, I would jump on it in a heartbeat. It's life-changing in a lot of ways. Makes you realize how insignificant you are on this in the world. But it also makes you realize how important you are to the people that matter the most to you, because I'm on there thinking about my family, and like, I'm not ready to leave them and they're not ready for me to leave either. Like, it really puts a lot of things in perspective.
That is beautiful, man.
You've done so much, Mike. What's next? What is the next thing for Michael Strahan?
Retirement.
Like full, just all around work.
Man, I ain't doing everything.
There's no way.
You know what? Yeah, there is a way at some point. Some point, man. You know what it is? I love Fox. I absolutely love that. But I just want to. He works so much, and then I want to go here, I want to go there, and I can't do a lot of things because I got these commitments and schedule stuff. And I think at some point I have to look at time lived and time left.
I got you.
You know,
I hear
and
you.
you guys are young, man. Y'all enjoy it. You got more time ahead of you than behind you. I got more time behind me than ahead of me. So I'm starting to look more in that vein of life, and I'm not just going to completely disappear. But another thing is, I love business, and I got a lot of other businesses that I do, and and those things interest me like football did, because I had to learn them, like I had to learn football later, and I love doing those things, and I think I can get a lot of validation, or out of just not feeling completely retired and doing nothing. But that gives me enough. And on top of that, I do Fox until they throw me off of Fox. Man, I don't want to be 80 years old on Fox, but I'll stick around a little bit longer.
You got some fun stuff coming up with Smack Entertainment, right? You guys got some docuseries coming out, right?
Yeah, we got a docuseries coming out, Coach Vic. And this is the second one we did with Mike. Because Mike, we did the evolution of the black quarterback with Vic.
Yeah.
Yep.
And which Andy Reid, your coach, played a big part in that doc, because think about the quarterbacks, McNabb, Vic, all these guys that he really brought in and gave a chance when other people probably wouldn't have. So he's been very instrumental in that. So that that, and now we have Coach Vic and his foray into coaching at Norfolk State.
That's right.
Norfolk State, baby.
Him and Deshaun Jackson going at it right there. 2 former Eagle greats.
I came down for GMA and I was at the stadium and we had both of them there because they were doing the game there and at the link. And I'm like, I felt out of place in Philly, man. All that Eagle stuff. I'm like, we could have done this at a neutral site. Don't bring me up here to interview these guys. But
right.
So we got Coach Vic coming up. We have a movie coming out too. I'm going to screen it right after we get done here. And that one is about John Madden. We did the documentary on the Madden video game.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then we did Bill Belichick on the Madden Cruiser for the Super Bowl in New Orleans. We produced that. And now we're doing the Madden movie with David O. Russell directing. Christian Bale plays Al Davis. Nicolas Cage plays John Madden. And so that I'm going to screen now because that's coming out.
Man, I can't fucking wait, man.
That's going to be good.
That looks awesome, man. That looks so fucking awesome.
It's going to be incredible.
And obviously, John Madden he's one of the biggest personalities that I like. He was the world when I was growing up. And I can only imagine what it was to actually be in a room with him and to enjoy who he was as a person, man.
Well, those pregame meetings. I mean, imagine doing those pregame meetings and you're meeting with John Madden.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And then you're at the stadium and that bus is sitting there and you're like, oh my God, John Madden Field. That was more pressure than freaking John Runyon.
I got to ask, you brought up John a couple times. I do got to ask you this. I see the highlights, and I see a lot of Michael Strahan highlights. I know you've always given John his credit as being tough, physical, but what was it really like? What was it like for Michael Strahan going up against John Runyon?
Tough. Easier when he first got there, because he was in Tennessee. And then when they brought him to Philly, the whole thing was, we brought him to Philly to stop Strahan, which pissed me off. So I studied John Runyon more than I probably studied anybody. Yeah. I could tell what he was going to do before he can do it. I could tell he was going to fart before he farted. That's how much, that's how much I knew that cat, right? But I will say, as we played each other more and more over the years, the tougher it got, the more savvy he got. He and Eric Williams with the Dallas Cowboys were my number one toughest guy. John Runyon and Leon Searcy.
Taylor Swift was deeply moved when Travis Kelce shared his heartfelt wishes ahead of their wedding on the New Heights podcast at IN. The latest episode, the Kansas City Chiefs star caught fans and media attention when he candidly expressed what he hopes for in his life with Taylor. It wasn't extravagant plans or elaborate details that stood out, but the simplicity and sincerity in his words, a moment that reportedly touched Taylor deeply. New Heights is known for its relaxed vibe, where Travis and his brother Jason Kelce openly discuss sports, family, and life. But in this episode, the conversation took a more personal turn when Jason asked Travis about his feelings before the big day. Travis paused thoughtfully before answering, his calm tone and brief silence reflecting the seriousness behind his words. Instead of talking about the wedding dress, venue, or guest list, Travis focused on what mattered most to him, a marriage where both he and Taylor can feel safe to be themselves. He emphasized that the wedding wasn't the destination, it was the start of a shared journey where they could support each other through both the highs and lows of life. According to a close source, Taylor listened to the episode immediately after it aired. Though she has written countless songs about love, hearing Travis speak about her with such genuine sincerity moved her to tears, not out of surprise, but from the depth of emotion his words carried.